Uh, Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, welcome to today's class again. So, let's start. There's actually no time. So we'll be able to cover today. Anybody that is not here would check the video online. So I feel like it should not delay us. So let's get right into it. So last week, was it last week? Today is Sunday. No, it wasn't Sunday, it was yesterday now, which is also last week. So last week we started option pricing model. Last week, where I explained the meaning of option. We spoke about meaning of option. We spoke about the types of option, which is the put option, the call option. We spoke about some definition of some terminologies like option holder, option writer. We spoke about what else? About a call option, about a put option, where I said the call option is an option to buy, the put option is an option to sell. And I said an option, like the name implies, an option is a right. Is a right, not an obligation to buy or sell an underlying item. So I also spoke about the five factors or items that affect an option, where I spoke about excise price or strike price. I spoke about price of the underlying. I also spoke about risk-free rate of interest. I spoke about volatility, and I spoke about time to expiration. So I explained each and every one of them, and I explained the link between them. The one that increases the value of the call option, or the one that decreases the value of the put option. Please and please and please read those 5 items. Please, I'm begging. Please read those 5 factors that affect them. Check how they affect the call option and how they affect the put option. I can't know you can calculate these things. They would have taught you yourself how to calculate the call option, how to calculate the put option. So the one that you might leave out is how these items affect the call option and put option. Please do not let us leave it out. Please and please read them. Like I said, I'll send you notes maybe after today's class, so you can jot them down and read them on your own. So after that, I think we moved to moneyness of an option, where I said we have in the money, we have at the money, we have out of the money. Where I said in the money is when your excise price is greater than your stock price, that's in the money. Out of the money is when your stock price is greater than your excise price, and as the money is when your excise price is equal to your stock price. I also said something about European price option and American style option. Where I said the European option is the one that is an option that has to be exercised at expiration. Like it has to be at date of expiration before you can exercise that kind of option. That is American style option. An European style option is the one that can be, sorry, that's European style option. An American style option is an option that can be exercised anytime between the beginning of the option and at the time of the expiration. It can be exercised anytime during this period. So those are the things we spoke about. So that's a brief recap of the little things we did. And I still spoke and I thought about how to use a normal distribution table. So I taught the people that were in the class how to use a normal distribution table, which I am not going back today, because we have a little time to cover a lot. So let's get right. That was just a little means to wait for people to join up. Please, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. We can hear you.
Thank you. So that was just a little means for people to join up, and I think I have a good number to start now. Okay. So let's get right into today's topic. So in last class, I promised that I was going to fill up some of these things for you. And I actually did, by the grace of God. I just did it today, sure, but I was able to rush up something. So this is the American style option. I did not include it in our last class, but I've included it now. This is American style option, this is European style option. Those are just definition. This is the factors that affect the value of an option. I said the value of the underlying can be represented by PA. The exercise price or strike price can be represented by PE. You can check some textbooks, and this is not what they represent them as. Please, they are still the same thing. You can decide to use your own A, you can decide to use your own E, anything, but at least know what you are doing. So time to expiration, which is represented with T, risk-free of interest represented with R, volatility of the underlying, which is also your standard deviation, is represented with your S. So these are some explanation, how they affect the call option, how they affect the put option. Please, I said, please ensure to read all this. This is the exercise price, how the exercise price affects the put option, how it affects the call option. Please and please read that. So time to expiration affects the call option, either the call option will worth more or worth less. Read each and every one of them. So this is the moneyness of an option that I spoke about. This moneyness of an option in the money when the value of the underlying is greater than your exercise price. Out of the money when the value of the underlying is less than your exercise price. At the money when the value of the underlying is equal to your exercise price. So those are the things I spoke about. So let's move right to this topic, which is the intrinsic value of an option. But before I move right to this topic, let me go through something again. So in the last class, I spoke about, you know, the way I always do my thing. I always give you a picture of how to solve an option question. That was what I did with portfolio theory, like a picture of what the question looks like. So I will do that again now for people that were not in my last class. So we'll not stress when we start solving. So this is just picture with me. Picture something like this in your head. This is how an option question looks like. So they give you all their normal stories now. So in the question, this is not like portfolio where you have to calculate a derivative to use. No, they'll give you a question, a story, and inside the story, he has all the items you need. He has all these items. These five factors, he has all of them. There's a value of the underlying, there's an exercise price, there's time to expiration, there's risk-free, then there's volatility in the question. All of them are always provided. It's not left to you to know which one is which. So these 5 items are provided in your question. Then they will tell you to either calculate the value of a put option or calculate the value of a call option. And I said something like, would not ask you to calculate the value of a put option. That is too straightforward for professional students. So most likely, they will either tell you to calculate to determine whether the person should buy or the person should sell the option. If the person should buy, automatically, you know that we are calculating a call option. If it's the person to sell, automatically we are calculating the put option. That's another one way they can come. Another way is when we get to another type of option where we have 4 types of options. We have option to abandon, we have option to delay, we have option to switch, we have option to defer. So when we get there, I'll explain them to you, then tell you which one falls under call option and which one falls under put option. So anyone that falls under put option, if I can tell you to calculate option to abandon, and let's assume abandon falls under put option, we will know that you are calculating put option. So the first step is actually to determine the type of option you're supposed to calculate. Is it a put option? Is it a call option? We meant to determine that if solves 20% of the question. Moving on. There's a formula for put option. There's a formula for call option. So you're supposed to calculate your call option. Your call option formula is PA ND1 minus PA ND2 exponential minus RT. That's the formula for a call option. So your PA is your value of the underlying. Your ND1 now, that is where the problem is. So your ND1, there's no ND1 in any of all these. How do we get our ND1? First thing, we get our D1. D1, how do we get D1? We get D1 using Black-Scholes pricing theory, BSOP. So there's a Black-Scholes pricing theory that gives us a formula to calculate D1, which is lane of PA over PE minus risk-free 0.5 standard deviation squared over, time, then over S square root T. So we input all those details into that formula, then we get our D1. If we get our D1, we'll now go back to, D1, then we'll get D2. D2 is D1 minus S square root T. That's our D2. So then we get our D2. So the moment to get our D2, that means we have our D1 and we have our D2. So we now go to our normal distribution table. which I taught us how to use yesterday. So go to our normal distribution table, we check D1 and we check D2. So immediately we have D1. So when we check D1, then we add 0.5, that means we have our ND1 and we have our ND2. So meant to have our ND1 and we have our ND2, we'll now go back to that call option formula and fill all those details right in there. Then you get your call option. So that is just what you are supposed to do. Only. Very simple. Simple as ABC.
Can you give us the formula? Can you write it down, the call option and the put option? Thank you.
So I'm just running through it. We are not there yet. Thank you. So, very simple stuff to do, but please follow me as we dive right into it. So, like I said, the first thing we are doing today is what I just give you a brief picture of what a question looks like. Then we'll try to resolve. So, the first thing we are doing today is intrinsic value of an option. Intrinsic value of an option. So here I said the intrinsic value of an option. This is defined as the difference between the exercise price of an option and the stock price of the underlying. What this means is difference between your PE and your PA. That is what the intrinsic value of an option is. You can check other books. This is just a very short formula. Although nobody will ask you to define intrinsic value of an option, we are not in foundation, but for knowledge sake, you can check a better definition. This is just a summary of what it is. So now let's talk about the intrinsic value of a call option. Yeah, I said most of the things we'll be using. I know I said we have a European call option, we have American option. Most of the one we'll be using is European call option because of the expiration time. This one it has to be expired at the end, so it's better to use. So that is what we'll be using for most of our explanations. So we said the European call option allows the holder to buy the underlying at expiration by paying the exercise price. Hence, the option will be exercised if and only if the value of the underlying exceeds the exercise price. That is, when your stock price or the value of the underlying is greater than your exercise price. Otherwise, the holder will simply ignore and allow the call option to expire. That is, if XT, if your stock price is greater or equal to your strike price, the value of it, then the value of an European call option at expiration is the higher of 0 or the underlying price minus exercise price. Don't bother about that. Let's see. We'll solve the question and you'll see how that works. So this is the formula to use. This is your formula where you are supposed to calculate. You are supposed to calculate the intrinsic value of a call option. This is for call option, please. This is the formula. The formula is saying CT equals max, which is the higher of 0 or your strike price minus your exercise price. Anyone that is higher, either 0 or strike price minus exercise price. What this is saying is, here if you have 0 and here now you have like, let's say -2. Obviously, your 0 is greater than -2. So automatically, the value of your call option is 0 because it's the higher of 0 and strike price minus exercise price. So that is that. This is so I looked for an example. This is just an a formulated example, so we can use this to solve. So I think I gave about 2 examples. Let me confirm. Okay, this is about 2 examples. So let's solve this right here. So yeah, let's say solution. I could have solved this as I was writing, but I want us to follow. Solution to example 1. Okay. So let's start. So we said, what's our formula again? So we said our CT. Sorry. Okay, sorry, please, before I move on, please write this formula down. So you guys will be calling it for me. I don't want to be scrolling up and down. Please someone should write this formula down. Are we there?
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. So, okay, I think I was here. So I said our formula is what? CT equals max open bracket 0, your strike price
minus your exercise price
minus your exercise price, yeah? Okay. So let's go on. Good. So now, so let's say our city now equals max. So what's our price? The question 0 minus. So what's our strike price without in that question? Okay, if we don't have the question. So what's our strike price in this question now?
55.
What's our strike price in this question?
55. I guess. And then exercise price 50.
Okay, sorry, I was saying the same thing. I was asking, I said, what is our strike price? Like I said earlier, I said strike price is also called exercise price. Please, if I say strike
Okay.
price, or if I say stock price means your PA, it means the value of an underline. That's your stock price. Then your
Okay.
strike price is your exercise price. Please, that's why I explained those terminologies when I started the class, because those are what I'll be using. So what's my stock price now? What's my stock price? Somebody.
I think it's 15.
I just explained this thing now.
It's
Excess price is the
55.
same thing as strike price. Excess is the same thing as strike price. Stock price is the same thing as value of the underlying, price of the underlying. My stock price is 55. Minus what's my strike price?
50.
I'm saying this because my encounter some books and they use different terminologies. Don't get you off. They still mean the
Yes.
same thing. Let me remove general. This is not doing that. So automatically I have what? That's 5 naira now. Is that not what I have?
Yes.
So that
Yes.
means, so you can come here and say, therefore, the value of the call option is 5 naira, yeah? That's that for that. This is intrinsic value, please. There's a difference between value of an option and intrinsic value of an option. This is intrinsic value of an option, of call option. So let's do example 2. Let's do example 2. So let's say solution. Is there any question with this example 1? There shouldn't be now. This is straightforward. Can someone tell me the reason why I picked 5?
The difference.
It's greater than 0.
Thank you very much. It's not the difference, man. It's the highest, it's max, the highest between 5 and 0. That's why I picked.
Okay.
I don't know.
You don't understand?
Yes, sir.
The formula is CT, which is your call option, equals to maximum, which is, I explained it here now. Maximum, which is the higher of 0 or the difference between your strike price and your exercise price. So you look for anyone that is greater between 0 and the difference between these two. So when we did the difference between these two is 5 and 0. So obviously 5 is greater than 0 now. So that's why we picked 5 as the value of our option.
Thank you, sir. I understand.
Let's solve the second one. You see what I'm talking about. Huh? So max
Okay.
L, comma ST minus X, yeah? Sorry, let me just. Okay. So now, CT now equals what? Max 0. So what is my now? What is my what's my stock price?
45.
Let me go back to it.
I'm actually not seeing the
Example 2
question.
now. I didn't write example 2. Jesus.
Yeah, you
Wrote it
did.
down. Okay, this is it.
Yes,
Yeah.
you did.
So what is my stock price?
45,
5.
and then your strike price is 50.
45
Okay.
minus 50. So I have what now?
-5, but you're going to pick 0.
But 0 is the
I'm going to
answer.
pick what?
0.
Thank you very much. -5. So therefore, let's say then equals 0 naira. Therefore, the value of the call option is what? 0 naira. Simple as ABC. We are done. I already know option. Let's move on to another topic. That's all about option now. Since you already, if you know this one,
Hi.
you say this is not the end. This one we are warming up. So I'm trying to move this underneath so it's in order. Okay, I think this makes better sense. What is happening? Okay, I think this makes better sense. So now let's go to the intrinsic value of a put option. This is the intrinsic value of a put option. This one we just saw is the intrinsic value of a call option. So yeah, I said the European. I don't think we'll end this class by 11. No. The wait time is speeding. I think this went by 11, but let's continue, sir. I said the European put option gives the right to the holder to sell the underlying at excise price X if the underlying is worth less than the excise price at expiration. That is, your X is greater than your strike price. Sorry, than your stock price. The put option will be exercised. However, if the underlying price, Jesus, where are my co-hosts now, please? However, if the underlying price is equal to or greater than the excise price at expiration, ST greater than or equal to X, the put option will be ignored and allowed to expire with no value. Will be allowed with no value. Anytime with no value means 0 now. So with no value. So anytime you have like 0, it means that the put option is ignored or the call option is ignored. That means the option holder will not exercise. That's what it means.
Please explain that again.
Explain what, man?
This 0 you just explain.
We just got 0 there now, and it's written here that the option will be ignored and allowed to expire with no value when there is no value. So anytime we have 0, it means that the person is ignoring the option. The person is not taking it. Probably is not favorable. It's not favorable to the person, so he's ignoring it. That is where anytime we have 0, it means that it's ignored. The option is not exercised. That's what it means. My co-host, you are not working. I'm not even going to lie. I'm hearing plenty noises everywhere. Thank you. So mother asked the question. Anytime you see 0, it means that the option has no value and it is ignored. That is why we have 0. So this is the formula for the put option equals to max of 0x minus st. It's just the opposite of that one, of the call option. Call option was strike price minus stock price minus the excise price, which is your st minus your x. But this one is the opposite of that. So let's do something like this. Let's do this. Let me do this. So let's use this same example to solve that one. So let's use this same example to solve this. So let's do this. Okay. So let's do something like this. So now let's say I cannot type anything. Let me just come in and do okay. Okay. So moving on. So now let's solve. So my formula is what? PT, which is your value of your put option, equals max of what? 0, comma, your exercise price minus your stock price. Abi? Now
Yes, sir.
now let's solve. So looking at this question now, so we see my PT now equals max of 0, comma. So what's my exercise price in this question?
50.
50 minus what? 55.
5.
So what do I have there?
Max of 0 minus 5.
Which one is greater
Minus
now? 0 and minus 5.
Minus 5.
But it will be ignored, sure.
So we have
yes.
0, comma, minus
After
5.
0.
So then we say therefore the
Intrinsic value of
is the same thing, man. The intrinsic value of the put option. Thank you. Let's copy our example 2 real quick. Jesus, what I would say of intrinsic value. I think this is correct. So example 2 is copy. Let me just copy everything. I'm gonna be editing. We don't have time. This is not the main thing we are supposed to do. This is just me diverting. But this one is part of it though. But I don't think I've ever seen intrinsic value in like the in you people's question before. So this is example 2. Sorry, the of the put option. I didn't put though. I don't think I changed that first one. Okay. Okay. So I will just edit it so as to save time and save me too. This is now going to be what? The opposite Abi. Going to be x minus st. So what's my strike price in the second question now? What's my strike price now?
50.
50 minus what? Minus 45.
45.
So that means I have 0 and 5 here. So automatically I have 5. If I pressed again. So automatically I have 5. So the value of the put option is what?
5.
The put option is 5. So that is anywhere you hear intrinsic value of an option, that is what that means. So that is what you are supposed to do. So be very careful and be very wary of that formula. That is just the only thing you are supposed to do anywhere you hear intrinsic value of an option. Do you have any question before I continue? Before I go to the topic of the day. Are they doing it, please?
Sir, please can explain the formula again, please. I joined late.
Okay.
Thank you.
Let me go back. So I said the formula is, this is for, let me go back to, okay, let me go back here. So this is for call option. So I said the formula is the max, which means seats here. Max means higher of anything inside this bracket, either 0, comma, or the difference between your stock price and your exercise price. ST means your stock price, this means your exercise price. They will give you the two values in any question. So you're supposed to get the higher of either 0 or the difference. So if this is 10, this is 5, automatically the difference is 5. So you look for the higher of 0 and 5. Obviously, 5 is the higher. So 5 is the value of your option, of your call option, either call or put. If it's the other way around, if you have minus, obviously 0 is greater than minus. So 0 is going to be the value of your option. And when 0 is the value of your option, automatically what that means is the holder of the option is not exercising. It has no value. So the person is ignoring the option. He's not exercising the option. Are you clear, ma?
Yes, thank you.
Welcome. Do you have any other question? Or can I continue? Okay, so I'll take that I should continue because this is not the topic of today. So moving on to the topic of the day, Black-Scholes option pricing model. I think this my method is even the best, but I don't have time. This is my writing down, so would have been struggling on how to write all these formulas now. But thank God I took that time. So Black-Scholes option pricing model, BSOP is what we call it. So the person that was asking me for formula earlier in this class, I told you we have not gotten there, but now we have. So we'll talk about the formulas one after the other. So Black-Scholes option pricing model is a method for determining the fair price or market value of the call or put option. Please, that one we just calculated is the intrinsic value. Now I said that intrinsic value is different from market value, or you can check the meaning of intrinsic in dictionary, so you will know what it means. So in case, please check it now. In case, or write it down. In case if I can't change the word, maybe they ask for something value, they will not put 2 marks or 3 marks. You will not come and be stressing yourself and be calculating all these plenty things. You will not get it wrong. Check meaning of intrinsic. So intrinsic value is different from value of a call or put option. So this is the value of a call or put option. So we use five elements in this option pricing model. We use underlying stock price, which can be regarded as your PA. I said it. I don't want to. People want to be stressing me out. I said it here that this is PA, underlying stock price, and this is our exercise price or our strike price, which is represented as PE. Then our risk-free rate, which is represented as R, and is represented as R. And we have volatility, which is also standard deviation. And this is usually in decimal, which is represented by S. Usually in decimal, your risk, which is always in decimal. Then your time to expiration, which is represented with C. So your time to expiration, if it's 1 year, you put 1. If it's 6 months, that's 0.5, because that is 6 divided by 12. Anything, if it's 7 months, you do 7 divided by 12, you put it in decimal. So this is your T. So that is that for that. Moving on. These are all our formulas. These are all the formulas we need. Please, I'm not so sure if these formulas will be provided for you, but you can check the back of your Pathfinder and confirm. Okay, I was just saying I've not even checked the message, and confirm if these formulas will be there. So you know the one you are cramming or the one, but I think it should be there. I think it is there. I'm not so sure. I'm not even getting it. Okay, let's all check it together now. Let's check it together before we forget. Let's check it so we know what we are doing.
Please, can you scroll less now?
Black-Scholes option pricing model is there.
Is there? Yes, so I should not go and check it.
You can check it, but it's there. I just checked it now.
Let me confirm with my eyes
Okay, sir.
before you give us poison. SFM 78 80. Thank you. Scroll down. Okay, very brilliant. So this is your Black-Scholes option pricing formula. This is your call option. This is your D1. This is your D2. Okay, this is your put call parity. So they did not give you put option. Okay, I'll explain why put option is not here. I'll explain why put option formula is not here. This is binomial option pricing model. Very good. So we have all we need in our backup. So you don't need to cram these ones, but you need to know how to use it. Thank you. So I've confirmed that one. We can move on. So these are all the formulas: your call option, your put option, your D1, your D2. So your call option is your PA, ND1 minus PE, ND2. This is exponential. Exponential is on your calculator. Exponential minus risk-free times time. If you check some textbooks, okay, I don't think it is used in some icon textbooks, but I don't know. I've not, obviously I do not read all the books, or I've not read all the books. Let me put it like that. But I saw something in my CIS pack and I said, let me bring it here. Do you know that this thing is also the same thing as this? Just let me put this, let me do this. Let me do it like this. I'm just saying because you can see some, I don't know if some books and I can actually do it because I've not seen. Maybe most likely it's going to be our daddy, Mr. Molen was not his book, but honestly, I've never, okay, not like never, I opened that book once and I never opened it again. And I never opened it again. So I do not really know the content of the book. But I'm sure because it's part of the coordinator of CIS, so it's most likely going to be there. Something like this will be there. So that's why I said, let me bring this here, because some people might have gone to the book and say something like this and get confused. Do you know that this is also the same thing as this? What did I do? What's happening now? I want to type now. Yeah, this is also the same thing as this. This formula here, this PEND2 over is still the same thing as this. It is still the same thing. The only difference is this minus. This minus is just the one that is changing to this over. It's just doing that exponential, that inverse thing that we used to do. It's just what he did here. So you can see some book and the formula is like this. Please and please, it's still the same thing. It is still the same thing. I saw it in the park, and although when I first saw it, I first got confused. Then and I chased it, and I found okay. And Mr. Mullen is part of the coordinator of CIS, so he might have seen something like this in his book. I'm just saying this is not part of what we are doing today.
Can you scroll up a bit? Let's snap that your right up there.
I don't know, sir. I cannot be. If everybody wants me to scroll up, when are we now going to leave here? So I'll send the note when we are done with the class. The note will be sent to the group chat, please. So these are all the formulas we need. This is your call option, this is your put option, this is your D1, this is your D2. Please and please, everyone should write this formula down now, because I cannot be scrolling up when we start solving. Please write this formula down now. We cannot be scrolling up when we start solving. Your call option is PEND1 minus PEND2 exponential minus RT. That's for your call option. Your put option is your PE times exponential minus RT times 1 minus ND2, PA 1 minus ND1. This is your D1. Your D1 is your lane. This is your logarithm on your calculator. Lane PA over PE plus this R now is your risk-free plus 0.5. S is your volatility, your standard deviation, X squared. T is your time over S square root T. That is your D1. Your D2 is D1. So anything you get from all this is your D1. So D1 minus S square root T. Then we're going to use each of any one of these to get our ND1 and our ND2. So please put these formulas down. Let's move. This is already 25. We've not even solved any question. Please, it's the sir that told me to scroll up. So please, scrolling up definitely draws back and distract. I'll send the note. I'll send the note to the group chat. I want us to do like a couple, so the notes will be one, not like half notes. So if we're able to solve a question today, I'll most likely just drop it today. Because after solving a question, the next thing we need to do is maybe I'll just explain put call parity, then all those binomial option thing. So we'll most likely just have one more class on option. That's if we're able to go far today. So please, can I continue?
Just a minute, sir.
Am I too fast?
I'm still
No.
copying the formula.
Thank you.
Jesus.
Exams in how many days now? I know some people are counting with their mind. Don't pressure yourself. I used to tell people you cannot know everything. There's no jazz. I don't know all the topics. Just I don't always call it, I don't call it gamble, but you can always just gamble. I gamble a lot when it comes to ICANN. Please don't follow my pattern. But what I always do is, I know that I cannot know everything. It's not possible. Who am I? How many brain do I have? I know I cannot know everything. So what I always do is, any topic that I know, anyone I do mistake, I understand. It is the end for that topic. I will solve all possible questions on it, and I will make sure if they wake me up while I'm sleeping, I know how to solve it. The one I don't know, I'm very good with theories naturally because I did not do accounting, so I was not brought up with calculation. I studied biochemistry, so I was brought up with theories. So I know I'm very good with theory. So all the theory relating to that topic, I will go and cram it. I will go and learn it. So if they do mistake and draw theory inside that thing, I'm already out. So any topic I don't understand, I'll go and read the theory and know little basics that I'm sure that maybe I'll be able to write 2-3 lines or 4 lines in the question. It's attempts now, it's not solved. I
Abi.
want to make sure that I know how to just know the peripheral of it. When I was doing my exam, I went to the exam without knowing edging. I knew edging, but I knew only currency. I did not know interest at all. And I left it, but I read all the theory relating to it, all those them swap, LIBOR, I read everything relating to it. And what I did again, I read all other theory parts. I feel like it was theory that helped me up to my exam. I read all other theory parts. Then I was very sure of the theory, the topics I knew, all these them option, bond, business valuation. I knew business valuation to a certain point. But I'm very sure I did not know all the topics. So you don't need to pressure yourself and say you want to know all. You cannot know all. You definitely cannot know all. Just pick the ones that you know very well and know them very, very well. Know them. They are very demonic. I know them very well. Please let me continue. I'm sure that I've written the formula down. So this is what each of some items in those formulas. This is what they mean. Your CO, which is what is here, is your value of a call option. Your POA is your value of a put option. Your PA is your current market price of the underlying or your stock price, like we've been shouting since the morning. Your PE is your strike price or your exercise price. Your S is your standard deviation. Your time is your time to expiration of the option. Your R is your annual risk. Yeah, E is your exponential. This is on your calculator. They will not give you an exam. Don't go and be looking for exponential in your question. It is on your calculator. You can open your calculator and check. It's on your calculator. Lean is your natural log gain. This is on your calculator too. Don't go and be looking for natural log in your exam question. It is in your calculator. So before we solve, there are some assumptions of BSOP. They used to ask this too a lot. If they want to give 5 marks, assumptions and limitations. So these are the assumptions. The assumption says constant volatility, risk-free rate of interest is constant, no commissions and transaction costs, market are perfectly liquid, efficient market, no dividend. Please, if I can say write assumptions of BSOP and you put 5 marks, if you write all of this like this, you get 2 or 2.5 or maybe 1, say for 1.5. Please write something in front. I cannot write story, constant volatility, put hyphen, write something. You can check your pack, you can check online, do the assignment yourself. I wanted to write it, but I'm like, no. I actually wrote it up to the second one, then I canceled it. If I write, people will just go and read it. You will not do that work I want you to do. Because I actually wrote about 2 or 3, then I canceled that. I want people to actually go and check it. So you check your pack and check some things and read yourself. So check stories concerning all this. And
See, this topic, the formula, they are too much. If you help us to write this one, is good.
are you on chatter now, Abby? Is it that want to chatter? You can. So I cannot. Abby, I just do it, man. Oh, you are guilt tripping me, and I will not fall for it. Please, it's just about 2 lines or 3 lines. 2 lines. So please just do it. Check your pack. Most of them are in your pack. Just do 2. There's actually a reason why I want you to go to your pack. And I'll explain when I solve a question on BSOP. I have that particular reason why I want you to go to your pack. That's why I did not. It's one of the reasons why I canceled it. Because if I wrote it and I tell you to go to your pack, most of you will not hear. But with this now, you have a reason to go to your pack. So please, I will tell you that reason when we solve a question. So please check your pack for the meaning of or stories behind all of it, just about 1 line or 2 lines each. Thank you. So now we have limitations of BSOP. It assumes that no dividend are paid in the period of the option. It applies to European call options only and not to American options. It assumes that risk-free rate is constant and known throughout the option life. It also assumes that there's no transaction cost and commission costs. There's difficulty in estimating the standard deviation of the returns of the underlying item. So that is that for the limitations of BSOP. I think this is the last part of this. So we have put call parity. Okay, let me explain this now. This is the reason why there is no put option formula in that at the back of that your pack. Because put call parity automatically it relates the put and the call option together. Like it brings them together. So you can use this put call parity to either solve for call or to either solve for put. So what this is saying is, if you want to solve for put, now this is call, this is stands for your exercise price. Short value of your exercise price. This is your exponential, the price and your stock price. So now this is your put and your stock price. So now let's assume you want to calculate for put. If you want to calculate for put, automatically this then turn. This is now, let's say something like this. Let's now say, so automatically your put option now equals your call plus your exercise price times this exponential. I'm going to put this exponential here. Okay. Exponential minus RT. Exponential minus RT. Now minus your stock price. Let me bring this down so we know what we are writing. Do you guys know how I got this formula? Somebody should answer me.
No.
Yeah, you did
It's just subject of
formula.
formula now. Just subject of formula.
Okay.
This is put. I just simply made this put the subject of our formula. So equals to call option plus plus your exercise price times your exponential minus. I just brought this over to this side, then minus stock price.
Okay.
I just the subject of formula. So automatically, what they will now do is, so what you can use this formula to this put option formula is very complicated. Let me show you. It's very complicated. It's easily forgettable. You can forget this formula very easily. So that's why you can just use your put call parity. So if you use this put, so you will just go and get your call option. You go and get your call option. Immediately you get your call option, the value of your call option, you put it here. You use, obviously, you have your exercise price in your question. You have this E minus ACTI minus your stock price. Then automatically you have your put option. And if it is call option you are looking for, make call option the subject of formula. Bring every other thing on this side to this side. Then you have your put option. That is what put call parity does. It just brings a relationship between the two, between put and call. We will solve like a question where we use put call parity. So we'll definitely understand what we are doing. Most times, put call parity is better to use if you are calculating put option. If you want to calculate call option, it's stressful because you will now go and calculate put option, which is on a normal day very difficult. So just go and calculate your call option normally. If you want to calculate put option, you can use your put call parity. So you calculate your call option, then do all this, then use it to get your put.
So
You don't
please,
jump
what
to
does the RT stand for?
this is your risk free now. This is your risk free. This is your time.
Okay.
Don't jam traffic. Are we good? Can I
Yes, sir.
continue?
Yes.
You are not talking very well again. Can I continue?
Yes, sir, you can.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you very much. So these are what each and every one of all those things means, yeah. So there are conditions for put call parity. This used to come out soon, sometimes 5 marks. Conditions for put call parity, the call and put option must be on the same underlying stock. Like if you want to use put call parity, what are the conditions? They must be on the same underlying stock. You cannot use this one for one. You cannot say you want to use put call parity, but call option is for one stock, put is for another stock. It will not work. You can only use it for the same stock. Two of them must have the same excess. They must have the same excess price. They must have the same expiration date. They must be European style option, and the underlying asset must not pay dividend during the life of an option. So these are the conditions of what's called parity. So we are done for that. So please, let's solve a question. Can we? Can we solve a question?
Yes, sir.
So this question, this is what I would do here. I will allow us calculate a call option. So we calculate a call option. We'll now use put call parity to determine the put option of that same stuff. So the question, should I type it out or I should snap and send? Which one is better?
Please
Snap
type
and
it
send.
To type it.
so that we can write.
People like to stress me.
Let's sleep already.
People like to stress me. So this is actually an icon question. So it's just like us solving Pathfinder. So at the end of the day, we might not have to solve that our normal Pathfinder stuff that we used to do.
You're the ones you are the ones stressing us.
How am I stressing you?
Because you should just do everything for us like this. I will carry it to the exam and pass.
Okay. They will not come and give you the certificate. You will not go and use it to work. Okay. That's how
Let
life
people come and
is.
follow you to the exam or no.
Yeah. Please, this class will last more than 11 o'clock. Please bear with me. People's case study took our time. But don't worry, I will not last more than 12. There's work tomorrow. Sorry for the inconvenience. We really need to finish.
I'm not even checking time, sir. Let's continue till tomorrow.
SFM.
Let me give you guys a bad news. Do you want to hear?
Let's hear it.
What is it?
So apparently, next diet or this diet, I'm sure some of you would have heard the sharp. Next diet means that ICANN are changing their syllabus. And
Yeah.
and the change of ICANN syllabus can cause a lot of things. They can change, they can bring something to final, they can remove something from it. It was a change, there was that change of syllabus that I think was that period that they brought taxation to skills. So they can change anything, they can remove anything, they can add anything. Is their exam. And what we are hearing now is that it's SFM that they want to make a change to. So either they want to, I'm sure it's no remover, definitely no remover. So either they want to join something to it, or they want to do something to it. So please and please, to avoid all those, because it's not going to be a long ball game, because people will still be there trying to write and all those things. So to avoid all those magu, please just try your possible best to pass. And with that, there's high probability they will be lenient with the marking because they want to release as much as possible before they want to change, they want to do something. There's high probability they try to say, okay, let's just release these people so that at least we'll not have more people that will be facing the route. But when I mean I can't want to release, it's not like saying you get 20 or you get 25, they want to release, you get 19. That is not the kind of release that I can use to release. So let's say you get 45, they can help you and add 5 marks. You get 42, they can add 8 marks.
Are you sure I can use to hard mark?
Yes, now. If there's max failure, this hard mark now. There was one diet that this was a gist I had. There was one girl that was very smart in the center. I will not mention the name of the center because I'm sure almost all of us know the center here. That she was very smart, and she was excused that time. Then she got 49, 49, 49, 49 in 5 papers. And the girl was like smart as fuck. So like the owners of the center they were very annoyed that what is this? Because she's like one of their best students. So one of the lecturers now actually volunteered to pay for her to actually like call for her script and all these things. So she called for the scripts. And what they actually found out was after the ICANN added 10 marks, that was when she got to 49.
49. Hey.
So if they did not actually had, she would have not gotten there. So that one just brought everybody's hand down. And the girl ran away. She ran to UK. I where she ran go that time.
Added how many marks, sir?
Added 10.
10. Not sure.
So I can't add marks. So if you have seen some people's results now, me like this when I was in foundation, my business I had 50 on the dot. That was obviously a result of them adding. How would I get 50 on the dot? Obviously they added something to it. Now maybe I go 45 or 45, something like that. Just give him 5 marks. How would I get 45 or 50 on the dot? Please hope you are writing so that when I'm done typing, you tell me to wait again. I'm typing this thing like this. There's been long option has come out though. So it might come out this day. I think the last time it came out was May 2020. Or 2023. No, May 2020. No, November 2022. I think that was last time it came out. It most likely will come out again. So please learn option. It's very simple. It's just formula. Some of our students are very funny. Some people will enter my DM to ask me a question about a question I've solved in class, and they will mention the name of the company. The name of the company that I'm just forming. That would have forgotten after the class. That was someone was asking with me one time that you solved one Arike question. I've forgotten. If you can snap the question, snap. If you cannot, forgotten. I just used to form the name at the beginning of the class. I will definitely forget. Company for this is an ICANN question. You can check. I don't know the year, I'll check it.
Hello?
Yes,
Mr.
sir.
Olashile.
If you have the year
So
of the
you
question,
think
don't
that
tell me the name.
since I had I had 11 in my PM. So I can dash me that 11.
It depends. It's not. It depends now. It's not. I don't think it's every diet they had like that.
It's when there's mass failure now. If you have 11,
Yeah.
what do you want to add again?
They can't have 39 now.
No, the thing is, the way this thing works is whenever there's a diet, when there's the amount of students that are registered, they used to have like a number.
Yeah. That they had for everybody.
They used to have a number that they probably wanted a particular number to cross from skills to this particular person.
Ooh.
So they usually have numbers like that. So if the number is probably on the same range, but if there's mass failure that they do not meet that number at all, that's when they now forced to add something. But it works the other way. If they want 20,000 students to cross to skills, and you've already like 40,000 ahead, they will not make the mark stricter. So it works both ways too.
So they do anyhow they want.
It's not their
God will give us victory over ICANN.
Amen. Oh, amen.
their exam now. They can do anyhow they want.
Oh, this thing don't disappear.
What to disappear, sir?
The texts have gone up now. Like I can't see where I am again.
So you should be ahead of me as I'm typing. You should be writing too, because but I will scroll up for a minute when I'm done, sure. Just leave small space and be writing this one. It's not that one that you now. I'm copying this thing from the Pathfinder. Almost the price at which the I changed the name of the company, sure. That's not the name that is in the book, in the Pathfinder.
Which year, sir?
That's the problem. I honestly do not know. I don't even check I can pass question again. What am I looking for? Usually if someone asks me a question, I want to come out, I want to bring question to class. This number 2 is an assignment though. Please, if you cannot stay longer, you can go. You watch the recorded video. But please, I have to solve this question. This number 2 is an assignment. Okay, so let me first wait for people that are here first. Yeah. Are we there?
No. No.
People are supposed to be way ahead of me. At least this question will take us not less than 1 hour. Because it's the first time we are solving a question like this. We'll be having an accounting software training at the end of the diet. So the registration link will be sent sometime later, sharp. So if you are interested, you can definitely register.
I can't hear you, sir.
I'm just saying my own. I said we'll most likely have an accounting software training at the end of the diet, like after the exam. So if you are interested, the link will be sent, so you can use the link to like register. Accounting software, Sage, QuickBooks, and the likes. So if you are interested.
Why is it free?
I don't know. Must everything be free?
I'm just asking now.
I don't know. I have no idea. Almost likely not. Is this, are we there?
Almost.
Oh God. I'm too able to be writing as I'm typing now. I'm not supposed to. Is writing not supposed to be faster than typing?
Typing is faster than writing.
Story.
It depends now. It depends on how you can.
Oh God.
So now they've bought life. They're supposed to be having a good night test.
Mr. Olashile. Hello, sir.
No, I can hear you.
Hello, sir.
Can hear you.
If you have access to advise ICAN, I think you should tell them that they should reduce the topic in SFM.
If they change their syllabus and they don't add to the topics, I will be very surprised. If they change their
They want
syllabus
to add again.
and they don't add, I'll be very surprised.
What are they adding again?
Are you expecting to write less diet?
Why are we concerned about adding? Do you want to go back to it again after this diet?
I'm not going back. I'm just saying it that the pack is voluminous enough.
Order.
But
Maybe it's
it will be voluminous for those who that want to write less diet.
Can you scroll up, please?
Let
Oh,
the
copy
people
the other person.
Yes, you can go up.
Let
Screen
the
also
people that want to end next diet worry about the voluminous pack.
It's okay.
So good.
Okay, prioritize the portfolio. Honestly, if I tell you that I've not even read this question, I get prioritize the portfolio manager and asset management company based in Lagos. A company has a portfolio of 27,750 shares of ownership. Company listed on the Nigerian Stock Exchange. The shares are currently trading at 60 kobo per shares. The company about to sell the shares in 6 months. Okay. So these are our excess price, 6 months is our time. It is falling by more than 5%. Okay, so is our stock price, 95% is our stock price. Okay, 6 months, okay, standard deviation risk. This question has solved itself. Now looking at itself, should know the answer, right? Someone should give me my answer. What's my answer?
Is the answer.
The answer is the answer. Nice one.
You that said that this question will take us almost 1 hour is asking us the answer within minutes.
Oh, Jesus. Somebody that have not even finished writing.
Want to know the answer? Jesus. Oh, yeah. God of mercy.
Yeah, I think I'm done now.
Just 1 minute, please.
After this 1 minute, I don't want to hear anybody. Does anybody have any question, any observation now before I start? Okay, as that person is writing, let's be going through the question together. Someone should read the question for us, at least. That let's be using that one too, but someone should read the question for us. Or you want me to read the question? I will type it, I will still read it. Okay. These people are not, people don't want to be nice. I'm a nice person. Aremu is the portfolio manager of an asset management company based in Lagos. Your company has its portfolio 27,750,000 shares of Olanshile PLC, a company listed on the Nigerian Stock Exchange. The shares are currently trading at 3 naira 60 kobo per share. Your company plans to sell the shares in 6 months' time to pay dividend, and you plan to hedge the risk of Olanchile PLC shares. Olanchile PLC shares falling by more than 5% from their current market value. A decision has therefore been taken to buy an over-the-counter option to protect the shares. A company has offered to sell an appropriate 6-month option to your company for 1,250,000 naira. Jesus, sorry. Anybody that has written, please cancel. That's the original name that is in the question, but I changed it. So Olanchile share price has an annual standard deviation of 13% and the risk-free of 4% per year required. Evaluate whether or not the price at which the merchant price is willing to sell the option is a fair price. Number 2, explain briefly without calculation how a decrease in the value of each of the following variables is likely to change the value of a call option. Number 1, volatility, so risk-free rate. Number 3, exercise price. And the last one is the value of the underlying, which is also the stock price. Please, can I continue now? I'm not even waiting for anybody again. People that cannot read question for me. Why am I being nice when you're not nice to me? Solution. So the first thing, please, can you hear me? Can I continue?
Yes, we can hear
Yes,
you.
please.
Now you can talk. When I say you should read question, nobody was answering me.
They were writing them.
Yes, we can hear you. Yes.
So first thing to do when you are doing first thing, let's bring out our variables. That is the first thing. First step to success. Let's first write, let's say we have our PA. We have what's next? We can have again, we can have PE. This is the first thing to do.
Standard deviation.
Then we can have our standard deviation S. We can have our R, which is our risk-free.
Risk-free rate.
We can have our time.
Time.
Good. Now let's go back. So now, with this question, what is the value of the underlying asset? What is the stock price?
Mm.
Oh yeah. Move lower.
99 million.
99 million, okay.
3 naira 50 kobo.
3 naira 60 kobo.
Q, because that's the current market value of the price. 3 naira 60 kobo. So what's the exercise price? What's the exercise price? Exercise price is strike price. It means that, I already explained what exercise price means. Like, it's a fixed price when they want to, like when the transaction wants to happen. It's a fixed price that you buy or sell the underlying. That's what I explained as exercise price yesterday.
5% of it.
5% drop on the car market.
5% of what?
5% of PA.
So that's 95% of 3.6.
Which one am I going with? 5% or 95%?
95% of 3.6.
Thank you very much. 95. People that don't understand will not talk now. 5% times
I don't understand though.
0.6 equal to. What's my answer?
Excuse me, please. I don't understand.
0.42.
Can anybody hear me?
I heard you, man. I heard you. 3.42. What's my? Let's carry ourselves along. So let's read it. We said our exercise price is the fixed price that you buy or sell an underlying. This question is saying that your company plans to sell the shares in 6 months' time. So you should know that somewhere around there is where your exercise price to be. So that's the price that they will sell it in that 6 months' time. So now say the company plans to sell the shares in 6 months and they plan to hedge that risk of Olanchile shares falling by more than 5% from their current market value. So what you're trying to do is you don't want the shares is supposed to fall by 5.5%, but you're trying to hedge the risk of it falling by 5%. So falling by 5% means That's 95% of the whole shares. The value now is now 95%. The 5% is the risk gongo. So that's why we had 95% of falling by their current market value. The current market value is 3.6, 3.60 kobo. We want to edge it from falling below 3.60 kobo. So that's why we did 95% of 3.60 kobo.
Okay, thank you.
Is there anyone that can explain it like, okay, don't worry. Is there any other question? Is there any question on how we got it again? Okay. I'm coming. Please hold on. Let me try something. Let me try something on my calculator. Times 3.60. No, that's okay. That would not work. Let me know. Sorry. So okay. So another way that you can do it is the person that don't understand. If you don't understand the whole 95, I just checked it. I wanted to try something else, but that my magic will not work. So another way you can do it, they said you don't want something to fall more than 5% of their current market value. What you do is check the 5% of the current market value and subtract it from the market value. So what I'm saying is they said fall more than 5% of the current. So when you hear 4, you should know that it is coming down. That is coming down. So what you will now do is to just do 0.05 times 0.05 times 3.60. That's give you 0.18. So do 3.60 minus answer. That is 3.4. So you still automatically get the same answer. So you can either do 95% or 5%, any which one you feel you deem fit. So moving on. What's my standard deviation?
13%.
13%. Is in the question, or don't ask me how we got it. So automatically I said this should be what? It should be in decimal. What's my risk free?
4%.
4%.
4.
Yes.
4%. Sorry. 4%. Automatically in decimal 0. What? 0.04.
04.
What's my time?
6 months.
6 months. So that is what?
6/12.
6/12. Yeah. I know people that are following me. I'm seeing your face today. I'm seeing your face today. You want to go anyway? I cannot hear you.
Where do you see my face?
Oh.
Your camera is on now.
I have
Your camera is on.
I have microscopic eyes. So that's 6/12. I shall run away.
Good evening. Sorry,
So
so I thought our risk is 5%. R
5%.
That's your risk free. Oh, 5%. Okay.
It's 4.
Okay, 4%.
Thank you very much. So here like this, we have all our details. Abi, can continue. Is there any question from here? Is there any question from here?
0.4.
I'm moving on. So according to what I said, what is the next thing I would do? According to the pictures I painted, what is the next thing we'll do? Okay, first, before we even hold on, sir, what are we calculating? Are we calculating a put option or a call option?
Putable option.
Yes, put option.
A call option.
We're
It's
done.
Put option.
Option.
We're done.
To
Since
sell.
it's to sell, it's put option.
It's a full option.
I'm here input, I'm here call. Someone even said yes.
It's put
It's
option.
call
Put
The meaning
option,
is
sir.
to sell.
Call is to sell. Put is to buy.
Sell.
Ma, who told you that one?
To sell.
Put
Call
is
is
to
to buy.
sell.
To buy.
Put is to sell.
Ma, I was not the one that taught you that one. Please, God forbid. Put option is an option to sell. Call option is an option to buy. So we are selling. You laugh. You say laugh. So if you hear option to sell, you are definitely calculating a put option. But in this question, what we'll do, like I said, is that we'll use put call parity. So what we'll now do is, okay, let's do it like this. So we have all agreed that we are calculating a put option, Abi?
Yes.
So now let's now say, so like I said, whenever you see put option, it's always advisable to use put call parity because of the complexity of a put option. It's not even really complexity, but I don't know, it's professional. I cannot even put the put option in your back of stuff. They know what they are doing. So now let's say using put what? So I like this question. It will allow me to touch the two. So I know that I'm not touching solution for call, and I'm not touching put call parity again because it covers everything. So now let's use our put call parity. So ABS, before I write this formula, ask your question. So someone should call put option.
Hello, sir. So we should look for put option. Can we calculate the call option first? Then anything we get, we just use it for our put option.
That is what we want to do, sir.
Okay.
That is the put call parity that we are trying to do. Someone should call formula for put call parity for me. I cannot scroll up. I already mentioned it before I started.
P equal to C plus E.
No, give me the full formula before doing subject of formula.
The first one, okay, C plus E.
E plus
exponential E minus R.
Multiply by
it's just one person.
Minus
One person is fine.
E
One person
minus
is
RT.
times what?
Times exponential raised to power of minus RT.
Big, now one person is okay. Don't start LT. Then
Equal to P plus S.
goes to P
plus S.
Okay, so these are our put call parity formula. So now what we are trying to do now is we are trying to solve for put. So we are making put our subject of formula, which we then have. Now say put now equals what? Our call plus our call now plus our excess price times exponential. Can I copy this thing? Oh, brilliant. Times minus ART now minus our stock price. Good. Okay, so now what's now the first thing we'll do again now? What are the components we have in this formula? What are the components we have in the question? We have E now.
We have X.
We have E, we have S. We don't have our call, we don't have our put. So let's
We have time. We have T.
Okay, let's calculate our call. So let's say determination of determination of call option.
Can I take it downstairs? The noise is too much. I'll bring it when I'm done. I'm having class.
Everybody is surrounding like this. They have suffered during this ICANN period.
Sir, why call option?
Why call option?
You said determination of call option.
Yes.
We don't have the call option.
We don't have the call option. That's what we are looking for. Like I said we are using put call parity. Normally, the question says we should calculate, but we want to use put call parity to determine put. So we have excess price now. We have exponential. We have risk. We have time. We have strike price. I'm sorry, stock price. The only thing we don't have here is our call and our put. And like I said, the call option is usually easier to determine. So we get our call. The inputs in this formula, they're easy to get our puts.
Okay, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. So now what's the formula for my call option?
CO equal to mass.
Mass K, Nibu.
Oh, Joro.
Mass, Emma Dawala Leo. Don't start problem. Max K.
Oh,
Who
sorry.
give me call option formula, Joe? Max.
PA times ND upon
Into bracket, send the one.
PA into brackets. ND1. I explained that. That one is intrinsic value. That one is intrinsic value. Okay. I'm start past this one. Plus. Are the plus or minus?
Minus PE.
Minus PE into bracket ND2
ND2.
exponential minus RT.
Minus RT.
Like this, Abby. Is there anybody that still does not understand from here before I continue? It's going to be getting tougher. Yo,
I'm looking for where you got this your formula from now.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
The formula is, well, we started with the formula. The formula is here. Formula is here. Call formula is here. I already gave all these things before, and I told everyone to write it down.
Okay, let me black you. Okay.
So this is that formula. So now let's start. So now our call option now. So now the first thing we'll get now is okay. Now let's look at something. I love option. Option is sweet. Let's look at this formula again. What do we have? What don't we have? We have PA now, don't we?
We don't have D1.
We have PA now. We have PA. We have PE. We have exponential in our calculator. We have rates. We have time. So what we don't have is
D1 and
ND1 and we don't have ND2. So how do we get ND1? Before we get ND1, we have to get D1 first. So let's solve for D1. So to get D1, our D1 is
So the formula you gave us, it was CO.
For which one?
It's call option.
Yeah, happy that I'm reading.
Okay.
I was waiting for 1st of March, 1st of April.
Please, if you are not seeing anything relating to this class,
No, make I no sleep. Make I no sleep.
Okay, so this is the formula to get D1, yeah? Does anybody, do you agree with me? Okay, but share, even if you don't agree, yeah, I know the formula. If you like, don't agree. So this is D1. This is the formula. So now let's solve. So the first thing now is, let me
have everything for this one too.
Let me copy this here. So I'll just be editing the figures. So D1 equals ln PA over PA. So now, what is my PA? What's my PA that we got earlier now?
3.6.
3.60. What's my PE?
3.42.
What's my least square? 0.04. 0.5. This 0.5 is constant, though, plus 0.5 is constant. So what's my standard deviation?
13%, 0.13.
Let me open a bracket so it's easier. 0.13 squared. What's my time?
0.5.
0.5.
0.5. So what's my standard deviation?
0.13.
0.13. What's my time?
Well, it was 0.5.
So someone should press this in calculator for me. Please be very careful. This is where the work is. Be very, very careful. This thing is decimal. If you don't know decimal, no near. This is decimal. You have to be very careful.
Please, can you zoom it a bit? Enlarge it. Tiny.
What I'm trying to do that.
Let's go.
Someone should put this in stock for me and get my D1 for me. Please be very careful. This thing is what's the name? It's very
sorry.
tricky. I'm with you, sir.
Sorry, I have a question. That R plus 0.5 S squared, is it not times that R?
What?
That R plus, is it not times that's supposed to be there?
It's R plus or not R times, it's plus. And the question the first equation I gave is plus now. Did I ever give times?
No, it's plus.
It's plus, sir.
0.5.
I just use the opportunity to enlarge. Please change your times, so it's not times, it's plus. So everybody should put this in their calculator. Put it now, so I will know if you are not getting it. Let's know where to start board mass from. Let me even help you. Let's know where our problem is starting from. What's the B? Yeah, what's my answer? What's my G1? What's my D1? What's my D1?
D1 is equal to 0.82.
0. What?
82.
Give me like about, please, when you're doing option, always make like 4 decimal-ish.
0.817.
821 what?
17.
I beg you. Anything he says is correct until anybody proves otherwise. We are taking it though. Is there any other answer now? Lim is on you.
1.090.
Thank you very much. What did you say it is?
0.8390.
1.0390.
0390, like this?
Yes.
Thank you. I hope he's not in my class. Jesus. What did you say, sir?
0.8392.
0.8392. 0.8392. Very good. I'm already enjoying this class. Any other answer?
0.437.
0.437. Like this?
Yeah, 438.
43. Give me 4 decimal.
Yeah, I got 0.5.
4375.
4375. You got what?
0.51.
Ha. Wow.
Please, what is ND?
People will be giving us plenty.
What is ND beside the 3.37? And LD, LN.
The lane now. Natural logarithm is on your calculator. Go to natural logarithm is on your calculator. Oh, let me mute everybody. My co-host people are not working at all, and I'm not even getting to like when there's plenty noise. I'm supposed to be helping me to regulate. I don't even have any co-hosts. All my co-hosts have left in my class. Jesus, nice one. Please let me change the co-host. So my Miss Adebimpe, what did you do now? Let me make Adebimpe also co-host. So Miss Adebimpe, please, if there's so many noises. Host care. Problem has happened. Miss Ade doing?
Yes.
Please, I made mistake and made it the host. Please make me back the host, I beg. I wanted to make a co-host and I made you the host. That was when my screen went away. Please make me back the host. Problem. Sadi doing, can you hear us? Oh, thank you very much, ma. I wanted to make a co-host. I heard it's strong. But thank you. So let's continue. Let me go back to sharing my screen. Okay.
Someone should bail me out. I can't get the hell in.
The problem is with the lane, Abby. So the lane now, let me show you where it is on your calculator. Go to.
So I got 2.4587.
Please hold on with it. You got. My answer is already in this 4. So any other thing you get is wrong, but my answer is already in this 4. So if your answer is not anything in this 4, you are wrong. My answer is already in this 4. So Lynn, people that are having problem with Lynn, can you see log on your calculator? Can you see log?
Yes.
Look at the stuff beside the log. You can see Lynn, ln now, beside the
Yes.
log. That's ln.
Yes.
Just what you would do is just do 3.60 divided by 3.42. You're supposed to have 1.0526. So just press that Lynn answer. Autant.
Maybe I'm using a fake calculator. Cannot see it.
Obviously. That's the only reason. So you cannot find it.
I can't give you an calculator.
You can't, but you can find log. Can you find log?
Yes, I can find log.
Check the stuff beside. What's beside your log?
Okay, here I held. Okay,
Oh,
is
God of mercy.
all right. Thank you.
My
It's
LN,
small
not
letter.
N.
It's using a small letter. That's why.
Okay, it's LN, not IN. So everybody should do my question. You people that are getting on that apart from what is in this for, you people are wrong. I think someone called don't answer for me.
So is it possible to get more than one?
No, it's 0.54. 0.54.
It's not in this my option. Now you're wrong, sir. Anything that is not in this my
0.8215.
0.8215.
0.8215.
1.5 is closer to 8.7. So let me assume you are with this 8.7, 8.15. Two people said 1.5, Abi, so let me change 1.7 to 1.5. Let me assume it's 1.5. Since two people have said it. People that are getting different things, how are you getting different stuff? Yeah, let's go over it together. If you are using a normal Casio calculator, a normal Casio one, I feel like it's always better if you can do it all at once. That's what I always do. Do it all at once. But if you cannot do it all at once, that's why I go to board mass here. Bracket of division, multiplication, addition, subtraction, Abi. So what you will do first is let's do 0.13 squared. That's 0.0169 times 0.5 plus 0.04. Do I still even know how to do this thing? Okay. Okay. Come on, let me even confirm by now to do it. We can go Lano.
So what did you write, Canada?
Somebody give me the answer now. Okay. So this is what you will do, yeah? I've pressed my calculator. Since when we're having lectures, I've never had the lecture and I'll bring my calculator. But for option, I have to, because I have to confirm the figures people are giving me. So what you will do is look at this board mass, bracket of division, multiplication, addition, and subtraction. So what you do is first do this bracket. So do 0.13 squared. 0.13 squared. So you have something like 0.0169, Abi?
Yes.
Yes.
Multiply it by 0.5. You have something like 8.45 times 10 raised to power minus 3, Abi?
Yes.
Add it to 0.04. You have something like 0.04845, Abi?
Yes.
And multiply all your answer now by 0.5, which is your time. So you have 0.024225.
Yes.
So whatever you have now, add it to whatever you get from this lane. So this lane is supposed to be what again? Lane 1.05. So you're supposed to have 0.0513 for your lane, Abi?
Yes.
0.0513. Now, was that not what he gave you? The lane, do 3.60 divided by 3.4.
Yes.
Then do lane of answer.
Yes, the lane is 0.0.
Sorry, how do you think the name is done again, please?
Do 3.60 divided by 3.42. And do lane of your answer.
0.0513.
That's 0.0513.
Actually, I'm doing the lane. I'm not getting.
Are you getting?
I'm not getting it.
What are you getting? What I'm asking.
How am I going to use the lane?
What are you getting?
Sir, can you go over it again? Let's know. Let's follow it step by step.
That's what I was
The
saying.
lane area mostly.
The only problem is how to get that link.
The lane is on your
Should I
calculator.
press the lane first?
Press the lane, please.
Hold on, don't press the lane. Okay, do it like this. Okay, do it. Hold on, everybody, please hold on. The lane. Do 3.60 divided by 3.42. What did you get?
1.05263.
That thing you got, write it down.
Okay.
Now do lane 1 point whatever that thing is. Lane 1.0526. Close the bracket. Abi, supposed to give you 0.05126.
Sorry, the lane which what I'm looking for lane in the calculator.
I'll tell you that lane is up to like 15 times. Can you see log on your calculator?
It's beside the log
Yes,
now.
I saw the log, yeah.
It's beside the log. There's lane beside the log. IN, if it's IN or LN.
It looks like IN.
IN in.
It's not
It's
in, it's
not.
L, it's just small letter N.
It's L, small letter L.
Can you see the log too? The L2 is small letter, and a small letter that this thing is written. So it's LN, is LN. Have you found it?
Hold on. Small letter L.
Mr. Onyeka, have you seen it?
No.
But you've seen log, haven't you?
Yeah.
Beside the
I've seen log.
log.
Is the button beside log? Go.
Please look to the right, you see LN.
LN, IN is the same
What are the things beside the log, left and right? What are the figures?
The right is IN in.
That is the lane.
That is
the
it.
lane.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. So like I was saying, so do 3.60 divided by 3.42. Write it down. Then now after you write it down, now clear the whole thing. Now come back. Now click that LN button. Then that figure that you wrote down, put it there, close the bracket, do your equals to. What's it giving you?
0.05129.
129,126, approximately 0.0513. Abi?
Yes.
Mr. Onyeka, are you with us?
Yeah.
Sir, please, I have a question. No?
Please hold on. Let's first settle this lane issue first, please.
Okay.
Is there anybody?
Okay, the lane. After the lane, I got 0.051263.
Correct.
Very correct.
It is correct, right?
Yes, sir.
Very correct.
Any other person that is not with us?
Sir, yes.
Sir, but that was the answer I gave,
Sir,
but you
my-
said it's not part of what you listed.
No, that's not the one now. That's just lane. No, that's not the final answer. That's just lane.
Sir, my question, please.
Yes, sir.
The other
It's the
0.
one I gave the answer. 0.5 something.
Sir, that's 0.04 plus.
We are not done. We are not there yet now. Please, we are still on the lane. When we get there, please, you ask your question. Let me be sure everybody's there yet, please. Is there anybody that is still having issues? Nobody. I can continue. Okay.
Sir, can we start from the 0.13 square?
Yes.
Let's cancel the and take the right answer.
Please, one class, please. Let's just hold on. Please, let's just do this thing step by step. That's the only way. If everybody's talking. Please, let's just hold on. We are done with the lane. Let's move on to the second one. This second one, this is what we do. So that first one that we're putting, write it down. 0.0513 plus. Now let's talk the second one. So this second one, I already said it earlier. The first thing you will do is board mass, your bracket, which is 0.13 squared. If we do that one, you're supposed to have 0.0169. After that, multiply it by 0.5. This first 0.5 or this first one that is here, that is beside the bracket of, so multiply it times 0.5. You're supposed to have something like 8.5 times 10 raised to power minus 3. After that, now come and add it now to this 0.04. plus 0.04. So you're supposed to have something like 0.04845. 0.04845. So everything multiplied by this last time, by your time that is outside, 0.5. So you're supposed to have something like 0.024225. Abi?
Yes.
Okay, so like I said, when we're doing option, let's skip 4 decimal places. So this one in 4 decimal, write it down. So that means we now have 0.0513 plus 0.0242. Abi?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So let's do our last division, 0.13 square root 0.5. So that should give us something like 0.0919. Yeah, after that
Yes.
one, tried for you. We do the division, give me answer. What's my D1?
0.822.
0.8.
4 decimal places, please.
0.8215. 215.
It's 8.8215.
Nobody's getting Canada again. You gave me. So my D1 is there. Is there anybody that do not understand how we got this thing?
I did not understand though.
You do not understand.
Yes, sir.
What's the problem? Which part don't you understand?
The part where how we join it to the link.
Now, what is there that you don't understand? I said do 0.13 squared first. Multiply it by... Are you with calculator?
Yes, sir.
Do 0.13 squared first.
Okay.
After you've done
I
it,
got
multiply
0.0169.
Multiply by this 0.5.
Yes, I got 8.45 raised to the power of whatever.
Whatever. Okay. Add it to this 0.04.
Done. I got 0.04845.
Multiply everything by this 0.5.
I got 0.0425.
0. What?
0.2425.
All these things from beginning. 0. Call it from beginning.
0.02425.
This is what we got now, Abi. That was what we got now. Just add it to this lane, then divide it by this thing.
Okay.
You're supposed to have 0.8215. Is there any other person that does not understand? Anyone that does not understand now? Come on. I'll refer you to Jesus. Jesus is your only savior. So, what else am I supposed to do? I haven't forgotten. This is our D1. Okay, good. Now let's go to what now? Let's do D2. Let's do D2. So what's the formula for my D2? Are you tired?
D1 minus S
0 minus 0.2 square root of 5. Standard deviation. Standard deviation. Square root of 10.
Yeah, B.
Yes.
Like this. So let's go. So now our D2 now. Equal to. So what's our D1? We said our D1 is 0.8215. Minus. What did you get when we divided this thing?
0.0919.
What? 0919. Abi? Sorry.
Yes.
Now. Okay. So therefore my D2 now is what? What's my D2 now? What's my D2?
0.723.
0.72.
96.
Are you sure you are with us in this class today? Why are you getting negative? There's already 8 to here now. There's no way you can get negative. This is 8 to this 0.0. No way you are getting negative.
No, what I got is what you wrote.
0.1231.
Okay, so like I always say, so this now let's approximate this to this.
So I mean, I got 0.822.
So please check your calculator. This is the answer. Check your calculator again. So now let's do. I'm trying to check something. Approximately, it's approximately in this question. It's in this too. To approximate this distribution is not.
Daniel.
Okay, so let's use this. Okay. So now let's use it here. Okay. Okay. Jesus. So what are we approximating this to now? We are approximating because of we want to check our normal distribution table now for our ND1. So this is 0.82 now, Abi.
Yes.
This other one is oh, so this is 0. What?
73.
Mr. Lajile, sorry. All these things, are they useful in the real life?
Yes.
This one.
You are looking for real life. No one more.
Oh my God.
It's not tired me.
Let's start that first. So let's now go and look for our ND1. So our ND1 now is now going to be what? We are going to remember this our D1. So 0.8 under what?
Under 2.
So please give my figure for 0.8 under 2.
0.2939.
0.2939. We are checking a normal distribution table, please. And I thought that one, how to use that one in class yesterday. So please watch that yesterday's videos if you know. What will I add to it?
0.5.
5 equals to what?
0.7939.
That was my ND2. ND2, we are checking 0. What?
0.3 under, sorry, 0.7 under 3.
0.267.
2673.
Okay, I want to ask somebody a question. Please, why are we adding 0.5?
Because it is
distribution table giving itself.
Thank you very much. So what is answer?
Because of what, Tarek?
Because it is positive.
Eh? Don't be me talk that one. No. You know I said that one positive. Okay.
Hello.
I thought it's
What I
constant.
said, is it not correct?
It's not correct, sir.
Because, okay.
We are using 0.5 because we said ICANN is using we can what he said, people that are laughing. What
distribution.
I think what I said is when it is negative, we are going to subtract it from 0.5.
Exactly what I wanted to say. That is not totally wrong. Because when it is negative, obviously subtract 0.5. But that is not the 0.5 is the question, not the plus or the minus. We're using 0.5 because it's an half table we are using to check our normal distribution table. If we're using the full table, we will not add 0.5 or subtract 0.5 from it. The table we are using, that is what's in our ICANN pack. And our ICANN question, ICANN uses half distribution table. That is why we're using 0.5. Thank you.
So does it mean we'll always add 0.5? Will there not be an instance where we have to subtract 0.5?
I think we solve the question like that, but you know that we can always have a negative here. So if we have a negative here, we subtract 0.5.
Okay.
So now we have our ND1, ND2. So what do we do now? Now let's go and calculate our We are still calculating call option since.
Call option.
So what's that my call option formula again?
PA.
Please, the way I'm writing all these formulas, please, that's the way you should be writing it in your exam too. So
And D1
is that you know what you're doing.
minus PE. Bracket and D1. Close bracket. Yes.
With that one. I cannot.
Exponentials. Okay.
Like this, Abby?
Yes.
So now let's go and impute. So therefore, what was our PA? I think that's 3.60 about
3.6.
3.60. Abby?
Yes.
Yeah.
What's our ending one?
0.7939.
What was our PE?
3.42.
3.42.
What was our ND2?
0.7673.
73.
73.
7673.
7673.
I'm going to go and copy. Maybe I should not copy. I've not written anything like that. Oh, okay. Let me do it. That thing is just what you're going to be looking for. So now, what's my R?
R 0.04.
0.04. The bracket.
0.5.
0.5.
Madam, you're just sighing. You're just doing What's the value of my call option? You
I
don't
don't know how to
use
press the exponential.
I don't see that one saving I don't see exponential saving another problem. That link button. Abi, can we also see the link button now?
Yes.
So press shift and link, shift and link. You say exponential.
Yeah. Thank you.
Welcome. So let's do one by one. This first one is what? What is my answer for this 3.60 minus this thing?
2.858.
2.858.
Let me use two decimal. So yeah.
2.62. It's 2.62.
0.62.
So 2.62. 2.62.
Just this, Abi?
Yes, sir.
2.62.
Let's do like this to make sense. So remain the exponential, yeah? Yeah.
I guess 0.480. I don't know whether it's correct. So
also got
0.52.
480.
0.520.
Final answer.
I got 0.480.
As the final answer.
No. Just find that exponent.
Why?
No.
0.520.
Well, it's fire on the mountain. What did you? It's just what is here? Exponential minus
0.408. I mean
0.4825. What do you press?
I got 0.
0.480.
I got 0.98.
0.480.
I don't know what people are
0.48.
.980.
0.4802.
Thank you very much for all your input. I don't care what anybody's getting, but what I pressed on my calculator and what I got.
0.9801 or 2.
Anybody that got otherwise, you're on your own or you're lower.
So how did you do it?
Magic abracadabra. Exponential now, exponential minus 0.04. Don't change anything. Don't bring anything down as it is. As you press that shift, E exponential minus 0.04 times 0.5. Put it straight like that on your calculator.
That was what I did, and I arrived at 0.4.
That's not what you did. Do it again.
You are very correct, sir.
I know I'm correct. If I was not with my calculator on that part, as long as I have calculator with me, I am correct. What is this multiplication giving me?
2.5. 2.568.
2 decimal place, ma.
2.57.
Is anybody that is still stuck on that exponential?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
0.29. Final answer.
Finally. So let's go back to the exponential. Ma, what are you getting? What are you pressing? First explain what you are pressing to us.
Okay, it's
shift lean minus 0.04 times 0.5. I'm getting 0.48.
Let's go back
Same
here. Shift lean. When you press that shift, the two of you are using fake calculator. Same here. When you press that shift, lean, what is it bringing?
E
raised to power.
E appeared.
Are we raising it to the power?
Okay, you raise it. That's where the problem is now.
I got.
Hold on. Don't I got anything? If you get the correct answer, please hold on. Let's people that are not getting. Let's treat their own. Let's leave.
I didn't even get the correct answer, sir.
When you did exponential, automatically it raises it up, or it raises it up for you. Don't bring it down. Nobody's sending you. Exponential automatically raise it up for you. Don't bring it down. So just do exponential. Don't press anything else. Exponential, then press all these things.
0.04 times 0.
minus 0.04.
Yes, sir.
After exponential bracket.
Times 0.5.
Okay, I should put bracket.
After the exponential 0.48 bracket, you get the answer. It's 0.3.
They say you should put bracket. Maybe you should try to put bracket.
After exponential, put down minus 0.04 times 0.5
Okay,
in the
if
bracket.
you put the bracket, you get it.
Where do you put the bracket? After or before?
If you just
You press bracket and put that figure, then close the bracket.
Hey, guys, I'm okay. I'm with you people now.
Voila, deal. Which one is bracket? We're not gonna buy original calculator. Which one is bracket?
No, it's not possible. The calculator is original.
Can you please scroll up?
Okay. Is the bracket now?
It's the bracket, oh my dear.
This calculator that is fake. Now I want to continue.
It's not fake calculator, it's fake bracket.
What are we doing? We already have our call option. Now let's go and determine our output.
Oh, this is still long.
Should I say I can come?
So now, using yeah. Let me just go and copy that. Let me just go and copy that formula from up. All I want to be doing now is copying. I'm very tired. Put score parity. Okay. What is even watching match? Wow. It's simple, Abi. Is it not simple?
Another exponential. Yeah, no problem.
Okay, now. So we already have our core now, so we can now use this formula. So now let's say this thing is PO, not P. What are you doing? So now, so what's the value of our call option now? 0.29, yeah?
0.29.
0.29.
29.
Oh, sorry, I don't see double. 0.29 plus
3.225.
I did.
257.
And there you waiting. We just go to
3.4.
2.57.
yeah.
Exercise compensation.
Yeah. Is this not our exercise price? But then we'll be using some money.
2.57.
3.4.
Wow.
Exponential.
So what was the value of that exponential that time?
0.4. 0.9807.
I put this thing inside bracket. I don't want question.
Oh.
0.9802 minus what's our stock price?
0.13.
Stock price.
Stock price.
0.36.
What was the value of our offer?
Standard deviation.
This one is 3.20. 0.5.
Sir,
I thought S is standard deviation.
standard deviation, exactly. That was what I was checking. Like, it's S standard deviation or stock price. Note is standard deviation, Abby.
I should have been following our class.
Stock price.
Parity, your S is your stock price. Your standard deviation is R now. We represent standard deviation with R. It's only here. But let's go back and represent it with R here. It's here that we represent with S now. Now let me change it. We're doing here. You see books and you see S here. I don't want to hear problem that is this one Mr. Late taught us. Are we okay now?
Are you changing the formulas again?
Not changing. I just change this one that it's represented with S to R. I'm not changing the formulas now. Anybody understand what I'm doing?
No. Where is the 3.60 from?
Where did I see what?
3.60.
Is that not our stock price? That's been the question since the beginning. That's what we've been working with in money. 3.60 years stock price here.
It's mine already.
Stock price standard. Oh my God.
You should not do this to me.
Problem.
That should be confusing now.
Exactly.
I'm not this class again.
I should leave it as R. Is that what you're saying?
Please, don't
But
leave it as
answer.
rather say SD.
Same thing.
Mr. Lashule, then we know that last one will just be stuck
Mr.
right.
Lashule.
Oh, yeah, my answer. What's my answer? What's my answer?
Oh, God.
My answer first.
5.9.
04. Can you hear me?
The only thing I want to hear first is my answer. First, give me my answer before I even answer any question. First,
0.0423.
Eh?
0.0423.
0.04.
23.
Let's leave it to decimal since we've been coming with two decimal coming. Let's leave it to decimal. Yeah, now I can hear questions. What was my question?
Can we use that the formula that you're writing here? Can we put the logo of standard deviation, which is something like Q, like we used to write like Q like this? Okay, that's like 6 sided 6. Yes.
Of ISD.
No, you cannot.
Are you saying that PA and S is the same thing?
In this place, it's the same thing. But anyhow.
I will suggest you just use SD.
SD.
Can I continue?
Now hold on now.
I'm not going to change anything in this formula. Why? Because I used how many hours to explain each and every one of them. And I told you particularly, you can denote it with anything that you have comfortable with. But this is the one I will use. This is the one I will use. So if you get to your exam, write your R, write it as SD. Write your T, write it as D. Your S here, come and write what do you want to represent your stock price as, anything. But know what you are. That's why I went here before to try to change this formula. But if I change this formula, you automatically, if I change this to S, you automatically change everything I've been saying, everything I've been writing since, all the formula I've been writing since. You just understand what we are doing. You know that this S means standard, this S means standard deviation, this R means risk-free. Just know it like that and move on. You have allowed me to come and change this thing here. Just know that your R is your risk-free, your S is your standard deviation. If you know, and let's move on from it. That's the formula that is in your pack. That is the formula that I can't say we should use. That is what we are going to use. If you want to now come and denote it in your own term, all well and good. Very much.
Why are you not changing it at the end with Naira? Why are you putting
You can put Naira at the end of all these things now. I just do not want to complicate my work. It's the value you are calculating. Your value is in Naira.
Okay.
You can put Naira at the back of this, Naira at the back of this. But I think it's only this one that you cannot put Naira at the back. This is your exponential-ish. We can put Naira stock price. Their price is now is Naira that it's at the back. Any other question, please? We're almost there. Can I continue?
Yes, please.
Thank you very much. It's even past 12, Jesus. So now, let's go back to the question real quick. The question is not telling us to calculate the value of the option. That's not what the question is telling us. What the question is telling us to calculate is whether or not the price at which that merchant price is willing to sell the price, whether it's a fair price. What price are they willing to sell it? They want to sell it at what? 1,250. That's what this merchant is offering us. And they want to sell it as 1,250. So what that means is you will now calculate your own put option, the amount that you will sell it to, that this record period that will sell it. You calculate that price. You will now calculate, you will now check, you now compare that price to this price and see if it was overpriced or if it was underpriced. So you will now check if it is higher than your own normal price of the option or it is lower. So now we have our value of option per share. So what is our value of option per share? So now let's go and get the total value of put option. So we'll come here. Jesus. So what you will now do is now come here now and say your total value of put option now is equals to what? So we now say your put price per shares multiply by what? The number of shares. Or by the number of shares. So what do I have? The total. Let me just copy and paste. I beg. Tired of typing in one. So let me just say. So now equals to what's my put price per share?
0.04.
0.04. What's my number of shares? Let's go back to the question.
250 million.
27 million,
750, yeah? So what's my total value of my put option?
1 million.
1 million. You say 1 million?
Yes. 1110.
1,110,000.
So this is the total value of my shares. So now let's go and compare. Now let's see comparison. Merchant price. Let's go. So what we'll now do is we say our merchant price. How much is he willing to pay us? How much is he willing to pay us?
1 million.
Yeah?
1,250,000.
1,250,000. How much was our own value of put option?
1,110,000.
So was he overpriced or it was underpriced?
Overpriced.
Price.
That means the price does very well. 110,000. So you said it was overpriced. Let me put this in brackets. Let's say this. Manipulate. Okay. Okay. So now we can now come here and now say over. The price of how much now?
140,000.
140,000. Like this, Abi?
Yes.
So you can now say, you can just come back now and say, okay, the price in which the merchant price is set to sell the system will be higher than the full price of the auction. Just add small garnishing and what is about since the 20 question mark, this will be like that's 1535 to go. So this is the answer to that question. Yeah.
Excuse me, sir.
Your question.
Yeah, please. In exam situation, how do we do the presentation? Because everything here looks like working. Do we just do the working and then because
you can, I feel like this presentation is okay. But what you can do is you can do is to make your work neater and don't have plenty issues. You can just come here like this place now. You can just write determination of call option, write your formulas, go to your workings, do all this. Because when you are doing it in the exam condition, you just come in, break it down. Let's add D1 equal first solve this lane. Come here, solve all this. Over, solve it. Just break it down one by one. When you get your final answer, bring your final answer back. D1 equals to this, but all this breakdown to be. So D2 can come to you, D2, you put your final answer. All this can go to your workings. Then your ending one, normally you're not going to ending one, ending two. So when you come to when you're calculating the value of full option, that's your formula. All this from this place like this. All being your workings. Final answer. But be attaching the workings, say workings 2, workings 3, workings. So this place now, the bracket, and just put bracket workings 2. But you just the bracket and put it in. Understand?
So that means the price is not fair, right?
You understand, sir? Please, do you have any other question?
So I said that means the price is not fair, right?
The price is not. It's fair now.
More than fair.
They want to buy it. They're offering you 1,250, and the value if you sell it is 1,100. That means you pay that merchant price now.
Okay, since you're selling, okay.
Do you have any other question? Is there anybody that does not understand what we did at any particular point?
So, a good night.
So no, everybody understands what we did. Is that what you're saying? Okay.
Hello, sir. Hello, sir. Hello, sir.
Yes, sir.
Please, I have a question.
Meet you, sir. Question.
Under the D1, just like the way one of our colleagues just said, he said if the D1 is negative, that we can subtract 0.5.
Sir.
So please, sir, I need clarification on that, sir.
Clarification?
Yes.
Sir, I don't understand clarification. If it's negative, you subtract 0. What he's saying is, this place that we got 0.825. What if we solve all these things and got negative, got like minus 0.825? So if you get like minus 0.825, no. Jesus, sorry, not that, not there. What he's saying is this one. You meant you got 0.82 here now. If you want to go and check here, we add minus 0.82. So if you want to go and check your normal distribution table, you still check 0.8 on that too. But you will not add 0.5, you subtract 0.5 because this is negative.
Okay.
If you subtract from subtract, automatically you now have positive here.
Okay, that's good.
But I think I will get a question that relates to us getting negative here. So we'll solve that. I feel like that's better.
So this D2, this R is not supposed to be S. You change it back to the S.
See people now. Okay. People that are confused about that.
Yes,
so please, is there any other question?
My question is,
what
is 95%? Sorry, I was not following on that line.
I did not hear your question.
Yes, I have a question. Can you hear me, sir?
Can hear you.
Hello? Yes, sir. CE, 95% of CE. Sorry, not 95%.
In the questions, Ma. They said the strike price. They said the companies plan to sell the shares in 6 months' time. Exercise price is the fixed price we are going to sell that underlying asset at that time of expiration. So this is telling us that our exercise price is going to fall by 5%. If something by 5% of the current market value, our current market value is 3.60. If something is going to fall by 5%, automatically it's 95%. And I said if you don't understand the 95%, you can do 5% of 3.60. That's 0.05 times 3.60. So you have 0.18. Then subtract 3.60 from it. So do 3.60 now minus your answer. You still get the same thing. If you don't understand that whole 95%, you can do that. It's just growth rate now. Instead of increasing by growth rate, it's just falling by 5%. So that's why we now did 95% of our current market value. Ma, do you get it now?
Yeah, thank you.
Ma. Is there any other question? Is there any other question? So I assume you understand what we did here.
Hello, sir. Hello, sorry, sir. Hello?
Please, any questions you not ask me about the notes, please. Yes, sir.
I want.
Hello, sir. I just want to ask for the comments. Like, how do we get to know the comment for the
like
whether the option, the price is fair or not? Because my phone locked off at the time.
You know, like after this is if you stop PSF, you're already okay, but you can just garnish it and just be like, the price of the stuff is fair. That's the question. Is it fair? Fair now, because at the end of the day, you sell it to the merchant, you're making 140,000, like something like profit. So the price is fair.
Okay.
It's just English. You can use any grammar you want to use. Just garnish something.
Okay, sir.
Thank you, sir.
So that means
have a
if
question.
the option was to be called, I mean the person is buying it, so see it's not fair, right?
No, don't think about it too much. If it's a call option, we'll not get here. The question will be different.
Oh, okay.
Because this person is offering to you too because you want to sell something. You want to sell something. So the person is offering you this price. The another person by this side, that's the merchant by this side is offering. So if it was a call option, which is a buy, the whole question will be different.
Okay. So you have it's just for me to be cleared. Hello?
Shima.
Sorry, when we were solving, you said PA is 3.60. So on the last formula, you said S is 3.60. So are we saying that PA and the stock price is the same, just the acronym that is different?
I'm sure I want to answer your question. I think this should answer your question.
Okay, thank you.
Price, PA, stock price, they're all the same thing.
Okay.
You have any other question? So no other question. Next week, Monday, is when I'm supposed to finish or but I want to like give maybe let's just do next. I wanted to fix a class this week, but I feel like other lecturers still have a lot to cover because after this one, I will talk about the Greek, which is where I said we'll talk about Vega, Gamma, Beta, the like down. There's no calculation. It's just theory. We'll talk about binomial option. Binomial option is kind of we'll talk about the theory part of binomial option. I don't think binomial option, we'll talk about the theory part. Then we'll talk about, like I said, option to buy, option to abandon, option to all these options. We'll talk about them. That one involves calculation, but it's nothing different from what we've been doing. It's just English and terminology. So after I explain all those, we'll solve one question more. I have only one more question to solve in class. That one is something like the one that came out last. So that one involves present value, MPV, and the like. So we'll solve that one. And I'll give one as an assignment. Then by the grace of God, I'm done with option pricing and I'm done with you guys, and I wish you best of luck. So I hope that we're able to finish that. We'll even finish it. Either we'll get to this time too. I really do not mind. But we'll really have to finish it next week, Monday. So with this, and I don't have any more question, I can say this is the end of the class. Thank you very much for listening to me. I will drop these notes today that you will be able to go through all of this. I'll go through it. I'll send it after this class so you can check it again. You can solve it again. And please do the B of that question. There's a B to this question. Do the B for an assignment and send my DM. You always know where to send it. The list of topics I've taught. I don't know. The only one I'm sure of. I've taught bond. I've taught portfolio. I've taught option. Teaching option. Those are the calculative topics I've taught. The remaining are theory. Those ones I sent them using WhatsApp now. Those were the first set I sent using WhatsApp video that time. I mean WhatsApp audio that time. For the calculative part, option, bond, portfolio. Those are the three calculative topics I've taught. So Thank you very much for joining this class. And I appreciate you for listening to me and asking me questions. So please and please check. I will drop this note. Please, okay, maybe not today, maybe tomorrow. Check this thing again by yourself. Close your book, do it by yourself. Know where your mistakes are. Check it again. Don't close it. If you close it, if you open it next week Monday, you'll be more confused. I can assure you. That one I'm very sure. If you open it in the next 2 days, you'll be looking for figures. You check under your bed, nowhere. Check under your chair, you look for figures. But if you check it today, maybe tomorrow, you can just look at it again and be sure. You close the book. Solve it. Don't be using eye contact. Don't use eye contact that, okay, they did 95% of that. Don't use eye contact. Press calculator, put pen to paper. Solve it by yourself. That is the only way you can do it. So don't let all our efforts, we'll be here since 9. Don't let all our efforts be wasted. We check it, read, and God will crown all our efforts. Thank you very much for joining once again. Have a good night. Test. We'll see you next week.
Thank you.
Thank
Goodbye.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. We really
Thank you,
appreciate
sir.
it.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much, sir.
Welcome.